Oh, hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? It's Friday. It's Friday thing. It's Friday noom. It's Friday thing. I know I'm gonna learn the lyrics for the next time, I promise. How are you doing, ladies?
Fantastic. I'm fantastic.
Freaking awesome.
Ooh, so for those of you who are new here, welcome. This is winning Woman, winning Friday. This is Friday. We all tired. That's why we're here to celebrate ourselves, and to celebrate one more week we have been through. So that's why we're here for. It's Woman Winning Friday. Every Friday, 6 p.m. We are live on YouTube. Today we are hosting the show on my channel. My name is Doreen. Next week we will be hosting the show on Hannah's YouTube channel, and the following week on Dwayna's YouTube channel. So each week we rotate, so make sure you follow us on our respective YouTube channels. The link is in the description below. And now let's get started. Oh, and before we get started, hold on, because today's topic that I'm bringing to you is hot. Woo, it's burning.
You two make me happy. I just want to say this, and I don't say that very candidly often, but you two make me very happy. Carry on.
We are going to celebrate our wins, and of course what we want you to do is to join us on the show behind the scenes to celebrate your wins so we can cheer you on. So I'm sharing the link right now in the comment. Click on the link. You will be backstage with us. We will bring on you live, and we'll be here to celebrate you no matter what happened, what didn't happen this week.
Mhm.
We want to celebrate it for you. We want to root for you, and we want to be here for you. Okay? So now, let's spill the tea.
Oh, I don't have a cup.
I need a cup. She's making me want to get a cup. I'm
Listen,
serious.
I'm upgrading. Okay,
There's
so
only
what
one tea this
happened?
week. Just what's the tea? There's one tea this week.
Just one, but that's a big one. Actually, no, because Hannah, I know there is another big one. But the big tea this week is,
Oh
if
no.
you're in Canada, we are a gang of Canadian girls here in that place. So we are going to talk about what's happening here, right? But if you live in Canada, or even if you follow the NBA, so you may be in the US and following the NBA, you may have noticed that the singer who was invited to sing the national anthem for Canada, because we were playing in Toronto. Hey, we were playing the NBA game. A Canadian singer was invited. Her name is Julie Black, to sing the national anthem. And for those of you who don't know the national anthem, it says something like, "Oh
I
Canada."
love how we all just we all stand up straight. It's like training.
Our
I didn't expect all
home,
that to come out.
our home and native
Wait.
land.
True patriot love in all our sons command. Wait, I haven't sang it in. Do I know?
Don't count on me. I can sing along. With glowing hearts, we see thee rise. Our true north, strong and free. That's right. From
Yes.
far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for the. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, and then the trumpets come on.
And then we come
Doom.
here. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. And what happened here is the singer decided to change the lyrics of the national anthem, and she did a minor change, but trust me, the controversy was big, because instead of saying our home and native land, she said our home own, and she insisted clearly on the own, our home own native land, right? And so there is a couple of things here. The justification behind, and the justification she gave, and she made a bold move. Let's say it. I kind of agree with the justification behind, right? We are living on native lands, right? Canada is a beautiful countries, multicultural countries, countries of immigrants that was built on native lands. But the thing is, do you think it was her role and her place at the NBA to change the national anthem? And this is where, for me, this is a little bit tricky because I agree with the message behind. I don't believe she is in a position to decide she can change the national anthem on such a big event. But also, if you believe so strongly in what you do and what you're saying, if you believe in it, why don't you create a campaign? Why don't you create a movement? Why don't you write a song? Especially she's one of the R&B pop star here in Canada. So why don't you use your power and leverage your influence to make the change happens? So the question behind is, and let us know what you think. Did she use it to create a buzz because maybe she needed some visibility? That could be the case. You know, good buzz, bad buzz is visibility. And for some public figures, you know, visibility at all costs is what it takes. So what do you think, ladies, about it?
Honestly, I loved every bit of it. And I think she used her platform well because she didn't use it lightly. And I'm going to take it from a couple of angles. It's hard to go against the grain, and especially with a person of color, it's hard to go against the grain. And she also did it she didn't just do it without having conversations with the people who it would have impacted. She had conversations with the native people who are mentioned in the song, right? Their generations. So the platform, her having a campaign is one thing, but having it on a worldwide scale, like the NBA All-Star Game, is that I feel like that's the ultimate start of that conversation. She has been invited to sing the anthem on multiple occasions and declined it because she did not feel comfortable doing that. So I feel like it was a brave move because it could have gone anyway. And that was her putting her neck on the line for what she believed in. And that's how you start movements. That's how the civil rights movement gets started. That's how, I'm going to take it back to my roots, Jamaica. That's how when, Nanny of the Maroons decided that she had enough. That's when, that's when you make that big change. And, I was saying to someone last night, the first week of February, Beyonce took it. The second week, Rihanna took it. The third week, Julie took it. It's Black History Month. I'm here for all of it.
So what do you think can be the outcome of this then? Because she received a lot of backlash, right? So don't you think that it could become more counterproductive?
No, we're all talking about it and we're all expressing how we feel about just one word, because when you look at it, who wrote the anthem? I don't even know who wrote the anthem, but we are moving forward and we're making changes. And if we're going to be honest and not just be performative, that one word had such a big impact that it should be considered. It should be considered, because I don't know about you. I did not go to school where you had to stand up and, sing the anthem and stuff here. But in the US, they always had their ceremonies where you had to stand up and sing the anthem. But if you're not from there and you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to stand up and sing it. Right?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. And if you're standing up and humming along with the anthem, it's just because everybody else is doing it. Not because you believe in everything that it's saying, because they just expect you to do it.
That's interesting. I wanna hear, because coming from France, we have a connection to the anthem that is like completely different of what it symbolizes compared to North America. So what's your take on this one, Hannah?
You two saw my wheels going. So I'm going to come at it from like a creative standpoint. I agree with what she did. I would have done the same thing. I would have taken the biggest, largest platform that I'm on and I would have blasted it. Like, that is just, to me, that's bold. That's what she stands for. And that's who she is. I'm not as political with just like the anthem and things like that, but I do have a backstory. My cousin in the Dominican Republic, she's 8. She's very strong minded. And this week is our on the 27th is our Independence Day. So for Independence Day, they all had to stand in their teams, their baseball teams. In the Dominican, baseball is religion. It is very, very serious. And they wanted her to stand with the team that wasn't her team. And she said no. And it was a big deal. And my uncle had to go to school and speak to the principal, and it was a whole thing because she said, "That's not my team. I'm not standing for it." And then they gave her the MC role. So I really think, because that's who she is. She's on the radio today too. I don't know. This kid is doing. It took me 33 years to do what she's doing at 8, but it takes that boldness. It takes you making somebody feel uncomfortable for the change to come. Whether and if now that Dwayne was saying that she had conversations with the leaders of the natives, and she got it
Before the conversation was before.
before, and she got a green light, then to me, I'm cool. She spoke to the people that it affected, and she got kind of like their sign off. Then I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
That was a bold move, like 100%. And honestly, like she is bold, but she's known for being bold anyway. So coming from her, I think it couldn't have come from anyone else. You see what I mean? Because this is her being her. Again, I don't know. I agree with the movement and with everything behind and the idea, but I don't know if this is the best way to make the change that we want to see happen. That's the thing where I'm not sure. But changing a minor word could allow, for all immigrants, and I can say that because I got my citizenship only 2 months ago, so I'm a fresh Canadian, right? So I had to learn and sing the Canadian anthem. But I do believe by changing that minor word for the future generation of Canadians and the future generation of immigrants, that would allow them to have a better sense of the history and the cultural heritage of the country we are living and building our life in. So 100%, yeah.
Yeah, because if that change was made, if not her, then who? Are we supposed to still rely on the people who have been leading us astray or who have been trying to sweep everything under the rug?
Mhm.
No. And
Girl, that rug is
especially
so
it's even more beneficial when it was someone who was not native who made the change, and it also shows that we stand with them.
Yeah, true. This one is very important. That's very true indeed. Yeah. Wow. So Hannah, what's your turn to spill the tea, girl? By the way, hold on. If you are watching us, click the link in the comment. Join us here. Join the conversation. Let's spill the tea together and let's celebrate your wins. So your tea, girl.
My tea. I'm so excited you call it tea. I'm confused. Wait, Dwayna, you have to say her name. I don't know how to say her name. The model that I'm about to talk. What's her name?
Gisele Bündchen.
Okay, so today I was searching the internet, just catching up on news and whatnot. Like, I don't have work, and I saw.
Hopefully your boss won't see it, right?
Yeah, I was like, I have to do something for like 5 minutes that isn't my job, so I can come back refreshed. And it was just interesting because it's no surprise I'm divorced. So whenever I see just the word divorce in a female's name in any headline, it catches my eye because I know emotionally what it does to you. And the headline says Gisele Bündchen lands Vogue cover after divorce to Tom Brady. This woman is a supermodel, multi-millionaire, made more money than him the whole time they were married, and you guys want to associate Vogue after a divorce. Like, really? It bothered me so much. I was like, this woman is so powerful. Like, just looking at her, you could just tell she's gorgeous, and you have to. And I always, I've been having multiple conversations this week. I swear to you, I'm gonna go become a psychologist. But I've been having. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to hear this. You guys are stressing me out. You're stressing me out. This is why I'm called Advice from Hannah. But I've just been hearing multiple conversations this week, and it's always, why is it that a female's career is somewhat tainted or tarnished after a divorce or a separation? Like they don't let you bounce back. You have to change your last name. You're in front of the media eye, and you've done something after your divorce, and it's like, oh, after your divorce? No, this woman was popping before Brady ever picked up. He was like number 99 in the draft pick. Like, he was popping before him. So why? Anywho, I know my brother plays football, so I know all this football, and I know Brady's story very well. And it's just one of those things. I'm like, why? She's so gorgeous. That is my tea of the week. If anybody that's watching right now or the replay and you see somebody that's gone through like a separation or a divorce, say congratulations for me. Just say congratulations, and whatever they do, applaud them, and don't associate it because they were with some whoever 99 draft pick for her cover.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, she became the wife of, and I'm like she was by herself before becoming the wife of. She was one of the most successful model in the world before she married the guy, right? And so, like, and she was on the cover. So I don't know if she was on the cover of Vogue before getting married, but she was on the covers of so many like high-end and popular magazines. So and there is no correlation. Like, what's the correlation? Like, she's living her life, she's working after a divorce. Why? Because once you divorce, you are supposed to be unemployed,
damsel in distress,
be depressed.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason why it's spun. Because I watch a lot of football. I'm anti-Brady. I don't care. Come at me. Don't care. Don't like him. I root for the Jets. Jets. Let's go. So here's the thing. I think because the whole scenario was he was supposed to not go back to football because he retired and decided to come back. And she gave him an ultimatum. He decided to go back to football. She said deuces. Okay. He now didn't do so well afterwards. Not mad at it. And I don't think he's coming back to play. So I think they're always trying to tie them together to create news, not just for football, but also for her. But she still is more known than he is around the world because she is that girl. Like, did anyone not see the Olympics that was in Rio and she was the girl at the opening? Like,
yeah,
it's Giselle.
She's up there with Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell, and like, it just like top supermodel, 90s, 80s when they were the fat. She's one of the ones that, hence I clicked that website. I was upset with myself. I'm like, I gave them a click and a view. I was really upset. I was upset.
Okay, so girls, now it's our turn. Your wins. Let's share our wins. And if you're watching the live, the replay, but if you're watching the live, click the link here, share your wins with us. We want to celebrate you, and we're here to celebrate ourselves anyhow. So who want to start? Who want to share their wins for the week? Duenya, I know. Duenya, you like...
Let me tell you.
Let it out.
I had such a busy week that I can't even think of my wins. Honestly, it has been a week. And you know what? At first, I thought my win was just celebrating Julie because, that was a win, period. Second, I was like, I'm just happy that it's Friday and we got past that snowstorm because I am so sick and tired of it. That's a win in itself that I wasn't out there. So I really can't. It's been that kind of a week where I did not even pause to reflect. And which is why I really like this, because it really forces you to sit and think of all the good things that happened for the week. Because typically you're just going to continue going and flow into another week and another week and another week. Yeah. So I had to really sit when we just started, and I'm like, what are my wins? I really don't know. Well, ooh, okay. So here's the thing. It's my win through friends. I win when my friends win. So my friends gave me her wedding date, and it's in Sri Lanka, and I'm going.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's a
That's
win.
cool.
And if I'm going anywhere on that end of the world, I'm making stops along the way and along the way back. So
Oh,
You're doing
so
the
you
thing.
will be traveling. You will be on the travel mode. That's good.
I
That's
started
good
this
news.
January, and I'm traveling all the way through.
And
Good.
you said that when we started a couple of weeks ago, you'd said that this year you are traveling and you are
Yeah, I
keeping
said
your
my word
words.
is freedom, and I'm taking it. Freedom.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Yes. You make me
Agreed.
feel about me last week when I was like, do I have any win? I don't know if I have a win because same. I was so caught up into the week that I even didn't have time. I didn't take the time. Actually, we don't take the time to reflect, and to celebrate ourselves. That's why this Woman Winning Friday is a good one because it forces us
To
to
sit down.
think about it and to pause when we know the three of us, we are like, on the go, 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 go all the time. So that's a good exercise. Hannah, what's yours?
Well, first of all, this 4-week work week felt like a 5. I was just like, what? We had one day off? When?
Oh,
Anywho,
Right, we did.
we had one day
yeah,
off. It didn't feel like it.
I have forgotten. Like it didn't feel like. Listen,
No,
never
no.
mind.
It was like on the Tuesday, I felt like nobody knew how to act. I said, y'all get a day off. Nobody knows how to act anymore. Like, I know we haven't had a day off since New Year's, but like, slow down, people. It was just crazy. My week has been wild, wild west. And my win of the week is I'm very good at reading between the lines when somebody's writing to me. It's one of my skill sets. Now everybody knows it. But I don't really say it. So I was talking to somebody and I was able to see the growth that I've had from when I was where she was to now. So that was my win because she's like, how do you know how I'm feeling? I was like, because I was there. So I know.
Oh.
It wasn't kind of like I grew and I'm better. It was more of like I know how you feel because I've been there, and I can tell you that your bad days are gonna get shorter and less, but you have to go through them. If not, I don't know if anybody's religious here or whatnot, but God, the universe, whatever you believe in, will make you go back to the start if you don't go
Mm,
through them properly. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm here
mm,
again. Why? Well, because you didn't do the thing. So it was really nice to see for myself and extend my hand to help another female out because I just saw out of a one liner that she said to me, I was like, oh, this is happening. And she's like, how do you know? I said, because it's a feeling we have. It's like I feel like females, we all talk the same universal language of feelings. All
yeah.
females have the same feelings. We feel them differently, but we all have the same feelings. So that was my win of the week. I was able to kind of, give her words of encouragement. And at the end of the day, humans do what they like. I can't change anybody's outcome, but at least I made her feel a little normal, at least for that time that we spoke. So that's my win of the week.
But
Um,
even the win that I see here, Hannah, is that it made you realize how much you have grown and
mhm.
overcome some of the tough time. Eventually, the challenging time that you went through, you have overcome those. Were you fully aware that you were at the stage where it was behind, or you were not fully aware until you had this conversation with her today or this week?
I, you know what? Because so when I decided to change my last name and do everything, I spoke to a lot of women, and women would always tell me like, I know how you're feeling, I know how you get it, I know what's going on, and I'd sit there and be like, oh no, you don't understand, everything's falling apart. I do it in hysteria mode now, but like really I thought I was falling apart. And I recognized that nobody, like, at that given point, what made me see that I was not there anymore, it was like, oh well, your joy belongs to you. That's that's yours. Your joy is yours. The way I said, the way you dress, the music that you listen to, the way you dance, that's your joy, your self-expression. I don't believe anybody should take that away from you. So that's when I realized at that point, like she made me realize that I had grown, because before I'd be like, oh my God, wait, this is offensive. Wait, I can't do, I'd be more that. Now I'm like, girl, nobody's taking your joy. What's wrong with you? Come on now. And I always felt when I was there in her shoes, I felt like, wow, these women are so extreme. And now I'm like, no, so like, but you have to do it in that way for them to get it. Like you have to. So I realized she thanked me for making her feel normal. And I thanked her for making me understand how much I've grown, because I don't remember my last bad day. I don't recall it anymore. Because,
Oh, that's a
yeah.
good one. That's a big win, girl.
That is
Yay!
good.
That's
Yeah,
a big
oh, thank
win.
you. Oh. Yeah, I don't. I'm there, I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. And like 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, let's go back to business. And then you bounce. Before it'd be like 4 days, 5 days, I'm in a funk, I don't want to do anything. So it's there.
Yeah.
It's now, okay, Hannah, you're not there anymore. You're not that person. You're a brand new woman. You're living your dreams. You're doing your life. You're doing the things that you want. And you wear green on Friday with eyeliner because you can, even though you're not going anywhere. You're going to your because it's -20 in Toronto, so you can't go anywhere. But even my boss today was like, "Oh, you look very nice today." I'm like, "It's Friday." I said,
Okay, first of
winning-
all, nobody's gonna go, you look very nice. I look nice every day. But that's me.
"Oh my God, I would say that next time." I was like, "Oh well, thanks." I said, "You know what I said? I said it's Winning Women Friday."
You told him, you told your boss that? Oh my gosh, you're the best.
I was like, "It's Winning." He's like, "Oh, that sounds good." I'm like, "If you only knew the personality that you've hired." But
You the best. Oh God, you the best, 100%. Oh, next time, how are you? Oh, next time, okay, I will go out next Friday. When people ask me how you doing, how you feel, I say, hey, it's Women Winning Friday. I feel super cool.
yeah, it's
I
a
will.
slogan. I'm gonna freaking sticker it onto everybody. You guys, I'm crazy. Do you need to know I'm crazy? But
You're entertaining to me. So
Oh no, you're so good. Oh damn, I love it. Hello, so watching for you. Those of you watching us for the first time, hello, welcome. This is Woman Winning Friday. The three girls here. We have Duenia, the Caribbean girl. We have Hannah, the Latina girl. And we have myself, the French Arab girl. So listen, we hear diversity in one spot, but what we do, we rotate from one week to another on each other's YouTube channel to celebrate our wins, your wins, and engage in cool conversation because it is Friday night, right? So today I'm the host of this beautiful show. Next week that will be on Hannah's channel, and the following weeks on Duenia's channel. So make sure you check the link in the comment because you don't want to miss the next episode. So now let me share my wins with you, girl. I was waiting for that moment all week long. Okay.
let me hear this. Hold on.
Yeah.
I need to get a cup. I'm gonna buy a cup before the season's done. Watch.
So what happened? I have been here on Instagram, on YouTube, saying I've gained weight and COVID weight and la 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 weight, and I'm sitting on behind my desk all day long, so I'm not in a good shape, not at all. And on a Tuesday, cold Tuesday afternoon, I decided to buy a membership at the gym. I haven't been in a gym in years and years and years and years and years. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it and I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to go there twice a week. Now, let me share the story quickly. I went there, and for my first class, I decided to take body combat. What was I thinking?
Anything with the word combat scares me.
no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
At the end, I didn't know if I was crying or if I was laughing. I wasn't able to make the difference. I saw people jumping, squatting, doing that, and I was
No.
like, oh, holy moly.
You should have
Holy.
started with yoga, soft yoga.
And especially from someone who doesn't work out. Like, it's different if you worked out before. Your
Listen,
workout was walking to Sephora. Like, body combat next. I've made it.
I went to
You went 0 to
walking to
100.
Sephora. Oh, girl, you know me so well. I went to walking to Sephora as my exercise to body combat. Yeah, I don't know what I say. Listen, I cried myself. My husband had to carry me on so I could go home, and I was like, I hated it. I hated it. I don't want to do that. Let me buy chocolate. Let me sit on my sofa. Let me be myself. And then I was like, no, girl, I have to go back. So I went back yesterday. I didn't give up. Second big win. I didn't give up. I went back yesterday. But what I did, I took a class of body jam. So you dance. It's
You
kind of
dance.
cool because you dance, right?
Just a little more.
And
yeah.
that's something you love.
Yeah, so I had so much fun. I enjoyed it. It wasn't painful. It wasn't scary. I was like, damn, I should have started with this, right? So
Doreen, you
think
know
you
what
should
you did?
just-
You took a business strategy on your body. You went like, no, I want this to work right now. We're getting the whole strategy team to the board. And your body's like, girl, no. Hold on.
yeah, I know my body was like, girl, girl, what's happening? Like, girl, what's
Here's the
happening?
chocolate.
This is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But you know what? Next week, Tuesday, listen to me. I'm
I'm
going
going to
back
check in.
I'm going back to body combat because those people they were jumping in the hair. I want to be able to jump in the hair myself too.
Can I give you a suggestion? Because I want to save your life. I think because I feel like this is good life.
Yeah.
Because I know those classes. I used to take them. I love them. I think you should do body jam for a few days a week for a few weeks, and then you level up to something else. Add something else in the middle. So body pump is really good. That's the one with weights and stuff. It's fun.
I don't know how I don't have enough strength to carry to
Yeah,
work
you
out.
take the
5-pound dumbbells. Just
you
a
went
little
5.
one.
I said
I'm
1.
just all flaky. Remember, I'm the chocolate girl. I'm all flaky.
I
all
love how,
chocolate.
Duena, you said 5 pounds and I said 1. You took her to 5. Just take the little
I
guy.
can't carry 5. I
One?
can't like wait. 5 is
One
too
or
much.
two.
Y'all stop this.
I swear to God, 5.
I do my
Look, girl,
flies with 10 pounds.
you strong. I am
Yeah.
not. I'm chocolate. My body is made out of chocolate. I can't.
Lord help you. You should try spinning. That's my favorite thing at Good Life. Let me tell you something. Spinning is so addictive. I love you so much. I had to walk away because the love affair was just getting too intense. But yeah, I think you should do the cardio stuff a little bit first and then work the combat in because yeah, you're gonna feel it.
Oh no,
No,
trust
just
me. I
kidding.
didn't sleep that night because my body was so hurt and painful. I didn't sleep that night. That was terrible. That was horrible. I hated it. I hated myself. I was like, I'm not going back to the gym. It's not for me. Listen, I tried. It doesn't work. That's fine. But then
She
I was
went
like,
in at 100 like I'm the jock. Let me take
Yeah.
body combat. Not let me walk
know,
on the
you're the-
treadmill. Not let me.
You're the people that gyms love because you paid your membership and now you don't want to go back because you tried the hardest class. They love you. Don't be them. Don't.
no,
I
no,
worked
no,
for
no,
Good
no,
Life.
no.
No, go back. But you know what? The spinning, honestly, spinning because you're such a goal-oriented person like me and Duania, like you would when the little thing on you beat the goal, you feel really happy. Like you do, and it gives you, and you're like, oh my god, I was number 2. So competitive spinning, and you
Okay.
like the weights, and you do, and then somebody's
Yeah.
talking smack. It's fine. Spinning.
Okay, I will follow your advice. Maybe tomorrow I will go back and take the RPM class. Is it the RPM class for the
Yes.
spinning? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. So thank you for your advice and your wise word. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Listen, that was my big wins this week. So we'll see, and I will pursue. I decided to commit to myself, but I decided in the same time that I would stop eating chocolate, and then I realized that no,
No,
I can't
Mm.
do both at the same
Mm-mm.
time.
it's too much. It's too
Oh
much.
no, no, I was like, so what I did, listen, before going to the gym, I stopped to the grocery store and I bought chocolate cereal bars. So it wasn't chocolate bars. It was
Mhm.
chocolate cereal bars, and I just put it in my bag. And so when I left the club, I was like, that's okay, that's good, right? So listen, I do what I can. I know. It's terrible. I'm terrible. So for everyone, thank you. This was Woman Winning Friday. This is my girl, Duenya. This is my girl, Hannah. And so next week, we will be live for another episode on Hannah's channel. So make sure to follow her. The link is below. And the following week on Duenya's channel, the link is below as well. So let's take part in the fun and let's join the party and celebrate all of us together. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. You take care and you stay safe.